Well, people are waking up, though. I've got reports that guns are selling so fast, factories are so far behind producing guns, they're having to suspend the new manufacture for now, or new orders while they catch up. I mean, it's like an armed camp in this country, and I wish people would put that energy. I think it's great they got more firearms. That's a good insurance policy, but I bet they better train with them, too, and think about their rules of engagement, too, not just buy a bunch of guns, or they're near worthless. But people should also fight in the info war hardcore before you ever think about starting a shooting war.
Definitely. I mean, these cops don't just violate your constitutional right. It's like Nazi Germany, you feel. And when I was a kid, I mean, the police department where I live was never like that. Now, I mean, they're pretty disgusting. I mean, I'm sitting in front of my
brother, you live in New Jersey, and it varies. But I mean, when I've read in New Jersey, I mean, they do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Because I mean, somebody told me they lived out in Texas over there, and that the police weren't as harassing as the police in New Jersey. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. This guy was telling me from here. He lived.
Say that again. Say that again.
This guy lived outside of Dallas, and he told me the police weren't as harassing to people as they are in New Jersey.
Well, Dallas is pretty darn dangerous, and I've got to be honest about the police in Dallas. They're so busy, they're not out writing as many tickets as places like Austin. I mean, let me tell you, in Dallas, it's downright dangerous. I go up there sometimes, and especially downtown and stuff, I've had people, really aggressive panhandlers / muggers, that I was about to have to punch in the face repeatedly, and then all of a sudden a cop just pops out of nowhere. I mean, they're on it in Dallas. I'm not saying they're perfect, but I've actually been in Dallas, I don't know, 6 or 7, 8 times doing video shoots in the last decade where repeatedly I've got aggressive people to me and my camera guys trying to shake us down, and like a jack-in-the-box, a cop just goes boing, boing, boing. I mean, you talk about Johnny on the spot in areas of Dallas, because Dallas has always been a pretty serious city. But, yeah, I know. Some areas you get a bad culture and the union gets in control, and you get really out-of-control police, and you get a culture of thugs. Also, it depends on where police work. When they work around really bad areas, they also tend to just get to where they see everybody as criminals. They get exhausted. Like the 6th Street cops, a lot of them. The ones on the bikes aren't too bad, but sometimes there's the shaved head, you know, tattooed type guys. I'm profiling them because that's what I've seen, who are just starting fights, kind of the tough guy type, black gloves, shaking people down, hitting on hot girls, getting in people's faces for no reason, telling folks they can't videotape. And I've had some run-ins with them. And I mean, you look at them and I'm like, man, you're like a roid-head bouncer. And they're like, oh, I was a bouncer. Better watch it, Jones. And I mean, but I mean, it's those types that just really make police look bad. We're here, ladies and gentlemen, Monday through Friday, tip of the spear in the info war. Knowledge is power, and the truth trumps any lie. Do you want the truth? Do you need it? We are live into our number 3 wide open phones today. Let me hit one news item, because I was just mentioning in the last segment, just to back up what I'm saying. You know I'm neurotic about that. Here's a press release from Ruger, put out yesterday afternoon. Effective immediately, Ruger has stopped accepting firearms orders. The company says that they have had to temporarily suspend the acceptance of new orders. I got to stockpile more myself. After receiving requests for more than 1 million units in 1 month. That's one of hundreds of companies. This is keeping our economy going right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I did the numbers a month ago. The previous record for gun sales from like 1994, when Clinton was trying to ban semi-autos, that doubled in the 6 months before Obama got elected, and then continued, and then roughly doubled again, right at doubled, and then now more than doubled, and now the new numbers coming in, it has reached pandemonium. I want to warn the globalists, and I know they're spying and they've got actuaries and computer algorithms. I know they know this. Let me explain something. Those that conservatives have woken up and are becoming constitutionalists. The point is that the military's waking up. The police, I talk to them, they're waking up. And the public's waking up. Those that know how to tie their shoelaces. You got folks that watch sitcoms all day and literally, don't know their head from a hole in the ground. Those people don't count. They've never counted. They never will count. Let's get that straight. I could take 5% of this country if they were highly motivated and actually followed plans I've developed myself, and the people actually executed 100%, 5% could sweep the globalist without firing a shot. The problem is the globalists would then fire shots to try to make it physical. And if it goes to that, their plan is to let civil war, death, mass shootings rage, and just let us kind of bake. That's what they do in the third world for a year or two, and then people will beg later because of the total depression for control. I don't think that's going to happen either, because we're going to get the word out who did it. They could kill me tomorrow, and I hope they don't. And you don't think this mission's going to continue? You don't think the word's already not out? You think people are waking up now and our credibility is just golden, triple platinum right now? It's going to go supernova when they go to the next phases of this. That's why they got a meme out that Alex Jones doesn't know what he's talking about. None of it's coming true, because it's all coming true with precision. And the system is freaking out because myself and many others hit the barbed wire decades ago, back when nobody was talking about this, and we sounded like five-headed Martians from planet Pop Snout. So it's on right now. It's on. It's on big time. And there is a globalist takeover of America. You're living in what is either the final days of this republic and a nightmare, technocratic, genetic engineer, bioweapon, freak show, mad scientist, madhouse, psychopath party land. You're either living in the final days of the republic and hell that'll make Stalin, Hitler, Mao, Pol Pot look like choir boys. You're either living in those days, the beginning of that, or 1776, freedom, destiny, awakening worldwide. There's a reason the globalists are getting ready to accelerate total tyranny. Well, they're already now, I keep saying getting ready. We're now into the acceleration. And it's acceleration. It just gets going to get wilder. I mean, you strap yourselves in because this is it. You're going to start seeing stuff get crazier and crazier and crazier. And I keep saying this, you see it getting crazier and crazier and crazier, and still crazier, and then crazier. And you're going to see all this tech they've got lined up, embedded in everything, the cashless society rolling out, flesh-eating bacteria, all of it. Question is, will they fully implement? They won't fully implement if their algorithms show they're not going to win. And that's why they're only doing little shootings and stuff to get Sarkozy elected, and Obama's like seizing on natural events and going, oh, that's like my son that got killed, to make it like he's the victim. He lost his son. He knows at a subconscious level he's claiming him as a son. So it's like Obama lost his son. I mean, it's just pure. This is government run by technocratic psychiatrists and genetic engineers and mathematicians. And the holy grail is future prediction systems. Google's all over the news admitting that. I mean, these guys are getting demigod powers out of technology, but they're still humans. And because they're evil, they're not fully developed humans. So they think they're understanding, but they have power and cunning, but not wisdom. That's smarts. And basic knowledge or IQ test is not wisdom. Those are two different things. An ounce of wisdom is worth 1,000 gallons of smarts. Smarts alone, or just raw data crunching. Evil people look in 2 or 3 levels, and the globalists know this, so they try to look out into further models. But they delude themselves that they're going to be able to manage this, and you're not. You are so wrong. You are so horribly wrong about what you're doing. Here it is. Strum Ruger and Company, Inc., NASDAQ, RGR announced today that for the first quarter 2012, the company's received orders for more than 1 million. And if you backdate this to reports I've seen, it's like 1 million in the first month. So that's why they're stopping. That's why I said 1 million a month. But according to this, 3 months. Therefore, the company has temporarily suspended the acceptance of new orders. That'll only make it 10 times worse. Chief Executive Officer Michael O. Pfeiffer made the following comments. The company's retailer programs that were offered from January 1st, 2012 through 29th, 2012 were very successful and generated significant orders from retailers to independent wholesale distributors for Ruger firearms. Year to date, the independent wholesale distributors placed orders with the company for more than 1 million Ruger firearms. That's so sexy. Despite the company's continued successful efforts to increase production rates, oh yeah, liberty's sexy, folks. You know what gets my heart beating? Freedom. And I don't understand who wants to go to public places where people have kids and have a dog that wants to attack people. Well, it makes me want to attack you. And I just don't understand. But see, those are people that want to be tough. Anybody that's actually has a mean streak is afraid of what they're going to do compared to all these wannabe tough guys. And I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen with the New World Order as well. They think they know human psychology. If this stuff continues and a war breaks out, I mean, I just cannot even imagine what it's going to be like.
Last night, I'm in the belly of the beast here in Fairfield County with the globalists. And I'm flipping around last night, and around 11:30, I saw your great interview with the great Aaron Russo, which was, and it was so clear. It was like, it's not like the typical cable channels, those local things, because it was played on DVD. It looked like a regular news channel. So that was played for an hour. So you're getting through, and it's coming through here in really the center of the cyclone, as far as I can see.
Yeah, the power of people. Instead of just buying a bunch of guns, go out and wake the police up. Instead of just preparing to, kill people when they come to your house, which I got to warn the system, you guys are dead if you try this. I mean, the American people are going to destroy you. But the globalists will sit offshore. That's part of the plan. So all over the country, put stuff on Access TV. Start a local newspaper, even on your block. Start a local radio show. There's so many things you can. Okay, we are back live. We're on the edge of the Second American Revolution. We hope it's an info war and not physical. But justice be done. May the heavens fall.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for taking my call. Thanks also to the gals in the business office because they have been helping me get my 86 memberships that I bought activated. And so times 6, I think that's 516. And so I have little cards that I made up, and I'll send you the template. I'll send that to your business office so people can print those out with their username and password.